Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is a bunch of gamers. This is our 4th episode of the Realms of Pugmire. I'm going to go around the room and have my players introduce themselves.
Thomas, I'm playing Sheen, the shepherd, trying to keep everyone alive.
I'm Bernard. Well, I'm playing Bernard. Michael playing Bernard. I guess I'm killing everyone? Well, who isn't us?
Okay.
I'm Mike. I'm playing Tagbard McTerry, and I'm helping Bernard kill things.
I'm Christine, playing Vesper, Catist, Wrex, and I'm just making a mess of things.
That sounds about right. Anyway, last time, you've taken a boat to the edges of the frightful forest. You're on the shores now as you see the small rowboats that took you out there departing. As the ship will stay here for a few days to make sure, and you'll have to do a signal fire when you get back after you've reached the relic.
Speaking of fire, we got equipped by the Pyrenees, correct?
Yes, correct.
How much lamp oil do we have?
I'm going to say that each of you have 4 vials of lamp oil.
All right. Gonna do a wisdom check, use my odds and ends skill, and which gives me advantage on wisdom checks to see if I thought at the time after finding out about the unseen we killed that it's vulnerable to fire, if I was smart enough to bring additional lamp oil.
Got it.
So, do that. Oh, that's a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do not bring any additional for the unseen because the unseen are weak to radiant damage, not fire damage.
Rats. Well, fine.
Who has the map? Alright, Bernard has the map. It's early in the morning, the kind of briskness.
Huh?
The morning air strikes all of you. As you pull out the map. The map is telling you to go northeast before switching and going directly east. The northeastern direction looks like you'll be traveling for about a day, maybe a little longer, but not by much.
All right.
There seems to be a smudge on the map, even on the copy, as that's where one of the line tears are. There seems to be some sort of label there, but you can't really make it out.
All right.
Just an ON at the end.
Oh.
To the south of you, it does say danger.
So let's not go south, guys.
That's the plan.
Alright, so who wants to do the tracking roll for me? That is a survival check, and I will roll it back here.
Give me a second. I need to see the Pugmire book.
Alright.
So you're taking point?
Yeah.
All right. I'll bring up the rear then.
So, you get double your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
So, +5 to this roll. Okay. You start moving out as you see the trees starting to get denser. On the shore, they're a bit more dead. Part of the draining of the swamps of Pugmire have even come this far and on the side of the river and made it so that the area is not as viable. As you start moving out,
Everybody keep an eye out. They're called unseen for a reason.
1 sec. Okay. I need passive perceptions from everyone real quick. What's your passive perception?
Notice?
Or notice, yeah. There should be a passive notice, I thought. Just 10 plus your notice skill.
No proficiency?
There's no...
There's no skill.
Would that
Passive.
just be wisdom?
Huh? That'd just be wisdom mod, yeah. But I thought that was a passive. If not,
If-
then you can roll notice.
Well,
I
no,
have
there's
notice
just
as
no
a skill.
spot for passive.
Oh, okay.
16.
16, okay.
13.
11.
Wait, so I'm just
Just
using
roll.
my...
Yeah, you just use your wisdom if you don't have notice.
So am I rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. 19 then.
So, Vesper and Sheen, you hear something rustling just outside of perception on your path, or the path you are taking, I should say. What do you do?
Do you all hear that?
No.
There's something.
Rustling?
I don't know. I can't tell if it's coming.
You both hear kind of like voices on the wind.
I don't know if it's coming towards us or moving away from us, but I think we need to be on our guard.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll draw my claymore.
Okay.
Ready to stab stuff.
All right. As you start moving along, you do hear some voice going, "Shh! Do you hear that? Something's coming on to us. Draw your weapons."
Hello!
Who's there?
Just some travelers. Who are you?
Just some travelers. Who's just traveling in the frightful forest?
We're with the Royal Society.
Or fearful forest. Royal Society. As you hear him kind of talking, could I get a charisma check, please?
I get advantage making friends.
Perfect.
So, that'll be 9 or 18.
18. Alright, so. Doing that, you hear one of them going, "Hear him out! Hear him out!" Alright, as they go. We'll keep our blades out, but we'll lower them. Agreed?
Agreed.
As you start to step out, you see 3 mogies, a dog of some variety, and 3 rats. They're in light armor, except for the mogi, who seems to be going off of solely their manual dexterity. And the mogis have maces, the dog has a battle axe, and the 3 rats all have daggers at the ready. As you see Willard like, "Oh, goodness. It seems we have come across some who don't wish to be discovered. Well, by no means do we wish to have any trouble with you." As they're looking, you see them around the campfire. You see them with various shards of plastic around. Not sure where they got it from, so to speak.
What brings you out to the fearful forest?
Just getting away from it all for a little bit.
Understood.
Savvy?
Where are you from?
Pugmire. On the roads, mostly.
Were you chased out?
Is that any of your business?
Well, there's been issues there lately. As you see, we are not a prejudiced group.
No. Just a simple reality. Sometimes one has to get creative in how one gets coin.
Nice.
Usually on the road, so to speak.
Ah, well.
We came over here to just relax and collect ourselves before we went to Houndington.
Seems like an odd place to want to collect yourself, given how dangerous the forest can be. Have you run into trouble?
You could say that.
And how would you describe that trouble that you've run into?
We describe it as taking what we need from those who had more than they needed.
So, when you say run into trouble, you mean bringing the trouble.
Only had to hurt one of them. He was a dumb dog who charged at us first.
One of whom?
Personal guard of some kind.
Guard of...
Merchant.
Ah. And this plastic, I assume, came from them?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Very judicial of you.
I like to think so.
Have you run into any other kind of trouble since you've been in the forest?
Not yet, no. We haven't been here long, though we've seen some strange creatures to the south of here jumping through the trees.
What do they look like?
Hard to tell. Too far away, and we didn't want to get any closer to see exactly what they look like.
Good idea. I'd advise not to head south.
Seems like the best option.
Oh. How remiss. We haven't even made introductions. Tagbard McTerry is the name.
I'm Wrex, says the dog. This is Whiskers. Padfoot, as he points to the other one. Other cat. Crookshanks. And this is Squeaky, Peaky, and Meeky. You okay there, Christine?
I am Bernard Benjamin.
Christine's dying. Give us a moment.
I was waiting for the rhyming names to start. They had to come.
Are you sure?
And I'm Vesper.
Well,
I'm Sheen.
and do you have...
You're crying.
The names are just so ridiculous.
And when they get a bird companion, they'll name him Beaky.
Absolutely not. Their name will be Squawks.
I'm fine.
Do you have any sort of...
Christine has died. Let the record show.
Do you have any sort of moniker for your merry band here?
No, just some friends trying to get by.
I see. Unfortunately, we have a problem. Those merchants were trying to get by too. So, you can either return the money you stole, turn yourselves in, or you'll have to be removed from these roads a bit more permanently.
As all the blades start coming up.
We can't afford to pick a fight with every band of brigands we come across right now.
Oh. No, of course not. Just the ones who attack merchants.
Looking to eat. Nothing more.
As were they.
And we didn't take it all. Just
Really?
enough.
From whom?
From the merchant, who had a guard.
Did he have a name?
Didn't ask.
You're trying to eat. There's work to be found in Pugmire.
Pugmire only opens up to quote-unquote good dogs. Dog who hangs with cats, and definitely cats and rats, aren't necessarily welcome, nor are they necessarily given good jobs.
We're working on changing that. You can help.
Well, till I see it changed, all you are is blustering and threatening us.
I'm simply trying to show you a better way.
Well, we have our way now, and if you don't mind, you can either leave us be so we can go south, get something to eat, and then maybe find some quote-unquote honest work in Mutt Town, or you can make it go bad and have some foe, or just have some dead bandits, or be dead in this forest. But, you know, we don't want to fight you. Blood draws the things here. Plenty of things here that are way worse than bandits. That's why we're so close to the shore.
If we let you go, we'll be endangering the next people you come across on the road.
That's a possibility, but we also just want to get by. So, you can choose to accept that, or you can just stand there righteously and not understand what it means to survive in this world.
Not understand? My father was killed by brigands. He was a merchant. I watched it. I joined the guard because of it. So, no, I do understand. I understand very well the sort of thing you do and where it leads.
Sorry about your father, but we're not the ones who killed him. Nor are we any who killed any who didn't try and hurt us first.
Not yet. Guards doing what guards do. They're doing what they're paid to do. They're doing a job. Like some you could have.
And I'll be looking for that in Mutttown. Can't get to Pugmire now, so you can growl all you like. But I ain't biting your tail. Don't bite at me.
Tagbard, we need to pick and choose our battles here. I understand that this is something you feel strongly about, but they're not hurting us and not hurting anybody right now.
Right now. And if they do?
Then
If
we'll
they go
take
on to
care of
hurt
it
someone?
then. But right now, they've given us no reason to do anything.
They've given us plenty of reason. They've as much as confessed.
Is this what a good
You're
dog
not
would
a
do?
guard. Right now, we have more important tasks to take care of.
This is what a good dog would do. Good dogs stand up for the weak and the defenseless.
And it sounds to me like they're pretty weak and defenseless themselves if they're having to slip purses to make it by.
There's always another way. I don't care about cut purses, but armed bandits on the road, stealing supplies from people, who are going to sell those to other people who need them?
We've got a job that we need to do, trying to better all of Pugmire. We can fight this battle and perhaps lose the war overall.
Go to Mutttown, find honest work. And if I hear that you've harmed somebody or killed somebody, I'll come hunting for you.
Understood. Let the dog pass. As he kind of steps back and he gives you a mocking salute with his battle axe.
You know, we're Royal Society. We're quite well off ourselves. Could always try to knock us over.
Yeah, but we already got enough to eat. Got enough for a trip.
Cowards.
Let's stop while we're all still alive.
For now.
And so, that was X number 1. You travel a bit more. It's been about half a day's travel. So, with that, you travel about half the day. You see the sun shining just overhead. The trees are still relatively light compared to some of the deeper parts of the forest that you've heard of. The sun is still visible when the earth beneath your feet begins to rumble and shift.
Oh,
And
no.
5 worms burst from the earth, ready to fight. So I need initiative, please.
Finally.
Thank you.
So it's just dexterity, so roll for each one individually. Okay. So just a d20 plus your dex mod. Unless you have tricks that allow you to do otherwise. So I need initiative.
11.
11.
Oh, yeah, 11.
Okay.
13.
17.
9.
Luckily you all have, I'm pretty sure. Does anyone not have a bonus to dexterity?
I do not have a bonus to dexterity.
You are one of the only people who I don't have to do a roll off with, or would have had to do a roll off with, but you're not tied with anyone on the roll. So,
Oh.
so we start with. Okay, so each worm will go after individuals, and then there'll be one free floating worm that I'll just roll randomly to see who he attacks out of all of you, because they're mindless animals. So Sheen, let's go around that way. First one's coming at you. Giant worm. What's your defense?
14.
14. They get a plus 5 to their bite. So that is 14 exactly. So that hits. You take 6 points of damage, piercing. Tagbard.
Oh, to attack?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Come on, you beast. I eat bigger bangers than you for breakfast.
Alright.
It's a 17 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hit.
Ooh, 11 damage.
Okay, one sec. I've been playing too much werewolf because I instinctively want to write worm with a Y.
Shayolud, the maker.
Been listening to that too. Because audiobooks while you work out, son.
Man, doing while you work out?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
So, you killed the worm.
Yes!
As it comes up to bite, you just streak your blade across it and it kind of splits right down the middle. Sheen?
Oh wow, it's me next.
Yep.
So how much damage did you do that?
I did.
11.
Okay. Symbol demand, give it a good rub, pray a little, and cast Guiding Bolt,
Okay.
which is a ranged spell attack.
Okay, so that would be your wisdom plus proficiency to the attack roll.
I'm going to burn this place down.
15.
15 hits.
Okay, and I do. This does 3d6 of radiant damage.
Okay. Dang.
3, 6, 8.
8 damage?
8 damage.
Alright. The worm is still up, but hurting. Bernard?
I'll shoot the worm he just shot.
Okay.
I assume a 19 hits.
Yes. Since an 18 did, yeah.
Another 9 points damage.
It is dead. Vesper?
I'm going to try to stab somebody.
Alright, there's one worm on you. So,
That's definitely going to hit.
alright.
23.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Correct.
And 4 points of damage.
Alright.
And I have 2 light weapons, so can I use a bonus action to stab again?
I believe so.
So it says that there's no detriment to it.
Yeah, I think it's
So-
just that you don't get your extra points to damage, I think is what it is.
It just says you can take the target as a bonus action. I can't figure out. It doesn't give me any indication that there's any issue with
Oh,
it.
so bonus. Yeah, so that just means like you couldn't use a different bonus action for like 2 attacks normally or whatever. So
Okay. I can't tell what that is.
It's a 10.
So 15
that hits.
and 9 points.
That worm is dead.
Boom.
Nice.
The worm that is on Bernard
Yep.
goes. It misses, I'm assuming. 11 doesn't hit. Yeah. Okay. Misses. And the other worm, the one that attacked Sheen, or the other worm.
Floater.
Yeah, the floater worm.
It's going to attack Sheen.
It's a magical worm now.
It's a floater.
I am assuming a 21 hits.
Yeah.
Alright. 9 points of damage.
That hurt.
As it gets on it, as the worm slithers up and leaps, as its maw opens up and just clasps on Sheen's chest, like right on the sternum, as all 4 flaps seem to be like curling in to try and take chunks out of him. Tagbard.
I'm gonna run up and attack the thing that's on Sheen.
Alright.
Oh, and do you want to be able to use a hit die plus a d6 to get HP back? You can just use the d6 too. Or one or both of your hit die.
Maybe.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Alright. Yes. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. The worm is up, but it's not looking great.
You alright?
As it
I'm
lets
hurt.
go and it hits the dirt, writhing and sliding around as you see its oozy bits of like moisture flicking up in all directions.
Oh.
You got this.
Sheen, what are you doing?
Stab it.
That's like his least effective option.
Bite it.
I'm gonna cast Bless on you 3. You get an extra d4 to your next attack.
Yeah.
Alright, that is what you do. Bernard?
I'm going to shoot the one that's still trying to kill me.
Alright, don't forget to add a d4 to that roll. Alright.
Yes, I hit.
Cool.
Unless suddenly a 24 misses now.
No.
I only do 4 points of damage, though.
Okay. Worm is still up. Vesper,
I'll go after... Which worm looks less dead?
the one on Bernard.
I'll go after that one then. And that's a 21, so I think
That
that
does
probably
hit.
hits.
That's nat 20.
Yep. Oh, it's a nat 20?
Yep.
Oh, that's triumphant. So roll damage die twice and then add all your bonuses to damage.
Okay, so that was a 2. And that's a 7.
So that's...
So 11 points of damage?
Alright, the worm that is on Bernard is just taken out.
How close am I to the other worm?
Not close enough to run up to it. That's dead. Because you had to run up to get to Bernard first, so you used up all your speed on that one.
Fair enough. I'll stab the other one later, guys. Assuming it's not dead before.
The other worm takes an action and burrows and starts just burrowing straight down as a disengage action to escape.
Can somebody with
No
a
attack
really
of opportunity?
That's what disengage means.
Oh.
It means you don't take any other action, unless it's a bonus action, obviously. So, to avoid the attack of opportunity.
Shoot it!
It's underground.
Shoot straight down! If it's going straight down of gravity, eventually you'll hit it.
Shoot down the hole?
You can attack, it is just at the disadvantage.
Just what's the worst that's gonna happen?
So-
A miss?
Alright.
Take a shot down the hole.
Yeah.
Yes, I hit.
Alright.
The worst is 17.
Yeah, it died. It only had 1 HP left. It was just an animal trying to escape, thinking,
Right up the bunghole.
They're the bloodthirsty ones here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So,
I just don't want to get at tonight when we're trying to sleep.
Doesn't it have any sense of revenge?
Are you
No,
sure?
it has a sense of being hungry. And
I
now
mean,
wounded.
what, you wanted to set up camp here?
No, I just don't want it following us.
I agree. I don't want it following us either.
Thank you.
Not how animals work.
Pretty sure most animals also don't talk and like cast
Really?
magic missile either, but
you're not animals,
Yeah.
you're people.
We're
That's what people
not
do.
animals.
So we're pitying the giant worm now.
I don't see a reason to kill random wild animals.
except
Was
you
it
did.
random? It attacked us.
And then it ran away.
And then it could attack us again.
Let's continue on.
Alright. You all continue on your journey, so to speak. And as the sun starts to, finally come down, as night starts to move in and you start hearing the various sounds of the forest.
We should probably find somewhere to make camp, don't you think?
Yeah. Set up camp.
Alright, you start setting up camp.
Somewhere reasonably suitable.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, you all start collecting some firewood, scarf down some rations. As the sun starts to set and you notice in the distance, actually, in the direction that the map is claiming you'll need to take, that there's smoke. Like from either cook fires or something of the like. It looks like it's about a day's journey from you, though.
Alright.
interesting. I wonder if anybody else has this map.
And I've been hunting small game as we travel.
Okay.
Just as
Roll survival just so.
there's no check for it.
Oh,
It's
is it?
just
Oh, okay.
normally you have to eat rations to be able to get the reroll to get your stamina dice.
Got it. Okay.
Given the fact that there seems to be somebody else in addition to our bandits out here, we should probably set up a rotating guard.
I mean, I was planning on setting a watch for, giant worms. But, yes, that is a very good idea.
Hopefully we took care of all of the worms, though.
No. There are other worms.
I'm sure there are more. So, who wants to take first watch?
I can take first watch.
Right?
Alright.
I can go second.
I'll take the third then.
Alright. Cool.
You got injured.
Yeah, just wake me up at
before morning. The last.
Wait, what's it?
Green Day's already awake. They've been awake for 5 days.
Thank you.
Nickelback did something good.
It was probably their record label. But yes, I saw that. Anyway.
I don't trust Willard to do watch by himself.
Excuse me?
Oh,
You have your skills, but it seems noticing things is not one of them.
I feel that is a slight upon me.
I don't know. I think he's probably got a very sharp eye.
Then
That I
he
do.
can- Then he can join your watch.
You're more than welcome to it.
Of course. I would more than welcome.
I would have-
Sharp eyes.
Would appreciate the company.
Good.
So do I need to roll notice?
You do need to roll notice instead of Willard.
Okay. Oh, 19. So total of 23.
23.
Yeah.
Cool. So, looking off in the distance as the sun is fully set, you do see things moving through the treetops, fairly far away to the south. But you do see little dots cresting and then coming down.
Out of the trees?
Yes.
Like just dots, or
Yeah, like dots, like something swinging up. It's too far away to get anything beyond a dot. And it's night, so you see them just against like the moon and the stars
Okay.
in their motions.
Well, we'll have to look out for attacks from above then.
Yes. So it seems.
So, Willard, what got you to the life that you found yourself in?
Well, as I had said, my family were great nobles of Pugmire. Protecting great relics, as he starts waxing on poetically. As he talks about the relic being taken, things like that. And then him righteously taking the name Mutt for himself to show a sense of commonality with the common folk that he was now sent to live among. That there is hope that they can rise up again from their station, so on and so forth. And as he goes, and of course that is why I am traveling with you, so that I can get that relic and rise up and reclaim our family name.
And that story actually works for you.
Works! It is simply a reality.
People believe you?
It's not about believing, but yes they do, of course. Why wouldn't they believe it?
Well, people don't seem to enjoy playing cards with you.
People, dogs, cats, and rats are all sore losers.
Look, I get it. It probably has worked. You've made it this far. It's an effective tool. I understand. But you can be honest with us. You've traveled for quite a while with us, probably longer than anybody else. And, like I said, I don't judge, but we all know. We can all tell. So, whenever you decide that you can trust us, then you can be honest.
I see, as he kind of like wipes under his eyes a bit and just goes, excuse me, I think there's something up north that requires my attention.
Be careful.
Yes, of course. As the night continues on.
I'll
Nothing
wake you
seems-
for second watch, or
Yes.
or did we go out of order?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying
I thought I
attention.
had first watch.
Now you have third watch.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
As you wake up Vesper and you see Willard kind of seems less boisterous than normal as he goes to his own sleeping role and falls asleep near the
Something
fire.
happened?
He's fine. Just actually trying to get through to him for a change.
I see that went very well for you.
I don't think he's a bad dog.
Never said he was.
Could be a bit nicer to him.
I could, but I don't think I will.
Fair.
How many times have we been attacked because of something he's done?
Well,
Enough.
if we want him to stop doing it, maybe we can, give him an alternative.
Perhaps. Get some rest. Notice check.
Mm-hmm.
A natural 1.
Alright.
So I see nothing.
You fall asleep, I think.
Technically, it's a 3.
Well, okay. As you're sitting, it feels like the earth beneath you is rumbling.
Oh my god, guys! Worms!
What?
Worms!
Ah, crap.
Get out, pull out crossbow. What?
All of you are unarmored, obviously.
Yeah.
As well as like, what?
There
Pulling
was
out
rumbling.
blades.
There was rumbling.
Do we feel rumbling?
But you do not.
There was rumbling.
You certain? Because it seems pretty still. Ground's pretty solid.
Ground seemed really solid last time, too, and didn't they take a chunk out of one of us already? Sheen?
As you see Willard, like, cautiously stabbing the ground with his daggers.
Maybe just traveling past? Not hungry enough for us? Sheen?
Vesper?
There was rumbling. I tell you.
Your caution is...
Would you rather be safe than sorry? That's what I thought. Go back to bed. I will wake you if there's more rumbling.
Give it a good 5 or 10 seconds. Okay.
I hope they bite you first.
As you already hear, Willard.
Going back to sleep. And I'm calling this our dragon moment. Worm and dragon close enough.
Oh yeah, that did happen. I forgot about that one. That was 2 in a row, I think, too, though, in that case. Your watch ends.
Oh, it does end. Where was that roll? Okay.
I guess I have third watch.
Yes, as Bernard wakes up.
I whisper in his ear. Worms.
Don't have any way to make the ground run. I'm disappointed.
Also, remember when you whisper, drunk whisper, just so this picks it up.
Worms.
Better. It's like the #1 cue I have to give at all my games when we record. Drunk whisper!
So I get a 6 for my notice.
Great. As far as you can tell,
Nothing's up.
yeah,
Alright.
it's alright.
Guess I wake up Sheen when it's time for him to get
Alright, Sheen
Okay.
wakes up.
And then do my notice.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
It's
they're
just a wisdom roll, right?
Yeah,
4 watches in a night?
I guess.
2 hours apiece? Okay.
Don't
Roll a
notice
whole
anything.
5.
Woo! Woo! You gotta watch. And the sun starts to come up. You see it cresting over the horizon as the sky turns blood red. Sheen, you notice this horrifying creature with elongated arms, maybe about twice the length that they should be, covered in pitch black fur. The head of a bear with long spring-like legs. As the sun hits it, you notice its fur actually turns to like brown with streaks of green before it starts to hop and leap over the trees and vanish into the forest.
What?
As Willard
It's fine. I think it just left. But there was something here.
You two? Really?
The earth was rumbling. It's better to be safe than sorry.
I see the sun, man's gift of the sun is upon us.
You know, I could make some very insensitive comments about fright and scarediness right now.
You could, but you know better.
I do. I know better. What did you see?
Was it worms?
No, it was a large thing. It had black fur, and then it just hopped away.
Hopped?
Like a bunny?
Yeah. When the sun hit it.
Did you see a rabbit?
No.
It ran from the sunlight?
Ran from the sunlight.
What does that sound like?
What did it look like? Was it a bear?
Didn't see it very well.
Okay. Well, at least it ran away. Small favors, right? Yeah, I thought I saw things jumping up above the tree line, but couldn't get a good look at them. Did this thing jump that high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are close.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Well, next time we take watch, look up for certain.
Shall we
Yes.
take care of camp?
Let's do that.
Let's see who is camping up ahead of us.
That we should. So, and this is a mix of, the forest you're in is a mix of leafy and evergreen trees. Don't be looking at my map.
If I throw a stick,
That's
will
very
you go
interesting
will you go
software you
fetch
have
it?
there. Hexographer is a
If you
great...
threw a stick, I'll beat you with it.
I think that's a yes. We'll go fetch it, though.
You're technically correct.
You go
The
get
best
it. You
kind
bring
of
it
correct.
So, okay. So after about half a day's journey, the trees get thick. It's almost impossible to see the sky now as it becomes shadowy under the brush as you start getting into the deep dark.
There's still a trail?
No, now you have to do another survival check to try and follow what's on the map.
But, like, we can make it through the
Yeah,
trees?
they're not,
Okay.
impossible to get
They're
through.
just thick up there.
Yeah, it's just thick. They're closer together, certainly, but not like, trees growing together, with inches between them. Just
Careful.
very thick, strong smell of pine and such here.
We don't have the protection of the sunlight anymore.
So what is your survival?
+5.
+5, that's right. Alright. So you start moving along, continuing. As you move in, since you're taking point,
Mm-hmm.
you pass through no problem. As the trees seem a little thinner here, as you're continuing on, and then you see several buildings, log homes, cut open with small personal farms in front of each of them. As you see dogs there with a tower that appears to be crafted of steel reaching out to the heavens and creates a strange shimmer around the town. As the dogs here don't seem to notice you right away.
Didn't think there were any towns out here.
That is one hell of a tower.
How common steel?
I mean, it's common enough to forge weapons, but a
Okay.
tower of that is impressive,
That's
to
a
say the
relic.
least. As you do see lights of red and yellow occasionally flashing towards the top.
That was made by man, or I'll eat my kilt.
Guess we better find out.
I wonder if it keeps the unseen away.
You notice there's a very distinct tree line, like I said, around the town. What do you do?
Well, I said we go introduce ourselves.
Sounds good.
We're heading towards
Okay.
nearest dog, I guess, that's out.
So as you start walking through, you pass the tree line, and then Vesper, you just hit something solid. And there's this shimmering light that goes up as you see this kind of bubble that's containing the town.
Ah, those kind of dogs.
As they go, what touched the shield as they see you? Other dogs?
Can you let our friend in?
A cat? Goodness, I thought they were... But hang on a moment. As you see one place their paw on the tower, and you see the bubble actually rise up. Please come in quickly.
I will come in quickly.
As they touch it again and...
That's incredible.
Yes, a gift from our maker's man.
Indeed. How long have you been living out here?
Oh, for generations. We thought we were some of the only dogs left. We know there's a few villages very far away to the east of here. Maybe 2 or 3 days.
You want to tell him?
I mean, think us showing up is pretty surprising already. But
Yes,
no, there's
but from the west, we've heard nothing from the west.
it's the kingdoms of Pugmire, right? Like-
The kingdom of...
The kingdom. We come from the kingdom of Pugmire.
Oh, Pugmire. It's a kingdom. Oh, the heavenly towers there must be spectacularly large to encompass a whole kingdom.
We have no such protections.
Oh, then the spirit of men must truly guide you to have that many dogs in one place. Ugh. Certainly the Barathrags would get to you.
There.
Ah, yes, horrible, horrible chittering creatures. They tell nothing but lies.
Jump across the top of the
Ah, yes, you've seen them then. I didn't know you didn't know their name. What do they call them in the kingdoms of Pugmire? They've always called themselves Wrex to us.
They aren't native to there.
Oh, how interesting.
More of a marsh, less of a forest.
Oh, okay, I see. So there must be strange monsters of your own breed then.
Definitely.
Yes.
We call them the unseen.
We know of the unseen. That is why we place our trust here. The souls of men keep the unseen away under the bubble.
And apparently cats too.
It is said that our people were nomads, wandering through the great forest, from place to place, escaping monsters. They found this tower, and our first one placed his hand on it, and the tower asked if the configuration was correct. They knew that the voice was of man, and they said yes, and bowed to the tower, and the tower released its great and noble protection of all in the village. It prevents badgers, the Barathrags, and other creatures of the forest from entering. Man's blessing. But we didn't know it would keep out cats. In fact, we thought cats were extinct.
By no means are we extinct.
As you hear, Willard.
Monarchies are strong, but that's besides the point. Can you get through the
Yes.
shield without raising it?
Yes.
Can you show us?
Certainly. As they take weapons, as they are overly cautious people, as you see them walk through the tree line and then turn around and walk back. Our dear, I'm sorry, what is your name?
You can call me Vesper.
Take your blade, and as they guide your hand, your blade actually goes through where the shield is until it touches your hand and it stops.
Fascinating. Now, I will say, you've chosen a particularly dangerous place to live. We don't have nearly as many unseen or other beasts in Pugmire as we do here.
Oh, how far is Pugmire?
It's about a day or two's journey down towards the river.
And then you cross the river.
Oh, I see. Well, that 3-day journey does sound dangerous, though. And the shield keeps us protected.
That's
we're,
true.
we're not trying to convince you to leave.
But
Well,
it is an
anyway,
option.
Welcome to Barkington.
Honored.
Gonna take out the map. Fill
Okay.
in the missing part.
Yep.
Well, that's convenient. We are on our way. You want to...
Well, we're searching for a relic that we believe it's another 2 or 3 days east from here.
Oh. Well, we do have some scouts who go. That would be close to the Evergreens. The Sea of the Evergreens and the mountains, I believe. Ooh. Depends on how far east you must go then. For one of our scouts, bless him, before he passed, getting back to us, informed us there's a giant ant colony to the northeast of this place.
Wait. Do you mean it's a giant ant colony? Or a giant ant colony?
Several ants that are giant. It's also dangerous out there anyway. The dire ticks and all that get very thick. in the Evergreen.
Ticks.
Yeah,
Aye.
those are pretty... You haven't been outside the city much, have you?
Sweet man, what have we gotten ourselves into? And no, not outside of the city or along well-traveled roads, thank you.
Well, but please, welcome to Barkington as the sun is starting to set and it hits the shimmer just right as you just see this expansive globe that you actually see energy radiating from the tops of the tower and spreading down like water, creating the bubble.
We are honored. Thank you.
Yes, as you said, we all give our worship to man, for man created the tower to protect dog, and I'm certain cat as well.
Of course.
It's so honored to meet dogs who have survived.
So you've...
Very nice to meet dogs who've survived out here, too. Do you mind if we impose on your hospitality for the night before we continue on our travels?
No, absolutely not. We would not dare send you out there. The Barathrags have been coming by recently again. It is their season to try and draw the young and the unawares.
So they can speak.
Yes.
So you've been living out here for generations?
Yes.
You just grow your own food?
Aye. We do grow our own food.
What about weapons?
We have few, but we have been able to forge some. We have to reforge the ones that break. And we do send some out to possibly raid badger camps as they maneuver.
What about trade? Trade goods? Cloth? Your clothing?
We grow some simple cloth here, and we use bark, actually, to weave clothing.
Books? Learning?
Books. So most of our traditions are oral. We do write some things down. We have found the divine scripts on our journeys. We held them for generations as well, or at least the fragments. We can also create some of our own paper, but that requires work outside of the bubble.
And
Shepherd.
How many dogs do you have here in your town?
We're a simple town. We contain, I would say, possibly 50 to 60 dogs.
Shepherd, you don't have any spare copies of your book, do you?
Well, a shepherd is a shepherd.
This gentleman, Sheen, is a spokesperson for man. He is our contact with the divine.
Do you not all have a personal relationship with the mythical spirits of man?
We're on and off here and there. This one, though.
In and out.
Some of us focus on that relationship for others who find other work to do.
I see. That is interesting. For as we believe, there are as many spirits of man as there are dogs, each one trying to commune with us. You can see their spirits in the bubble. That is their protection of every dog here.
Show him a miracle.
What?
You tell me.
I don't think he just
know
does
what you can
miracles
do.
on command. I don't think that's how shepherds work. Is that how you work?
I meant...
That's not how I work.
I thought that's how good dogs worked.
I meant, you know... Do a thing.
The chanting. Do the chanting.
Really
Do you... That bolt you threw earlier, that did more damage than my sword.
Danger.
Do you have anybody who's sick, who needs healing?
Yes, we do have some sick, actually. You have ways in the herbal treatments. That's good. Our apothecaries are stretched fairly thin at times. If you have supplies in the apothecary trade, we would gladly trade food with you for this service. Our dear shepherd, you said?
Shepherd, yes. But do you...
I
A
didn't volunteer you for anything. Don't look at me.
19 wisdom check for odds and ends again,
Okay.
to see if I have any supplies.
Okay. Yep. These are some supplies they might be interested in, certainly.
Okay. Huh, here you go.
Oh,
Might help
thank
replenish
you.
your stocks.
Thank you very much.
I guess they just want demonstrate. Do you have someone who needs healing that I could...
Yes, come. As you see someone lying down, they're breathing a bit heavily as they went. Poor man. He went out to try and get some additional firewood for the community and was attacked by a Barathrag. As you see the big claw marks in the dog with torn cloth.
Okay, well, I will.
It doesn't appear to be infected, so I'm not sure what all you can do to help this poor soul.
Guess I will, rub on my symbol of the church man, give him a little prayer, and cast Cure Wounds.
Alright.
And that is... Get at my spellcasting, right? Yeah, 7.
7. You see the wounds instantly clear up as the dog just goes, as they all turn like, it's a miracle! As they're all just like, he is a divine servant of man! As they all fall and like, heads down.
I I didn't think there was too much of a chance you'd be burned at the stake for that. Good job. Hey, it was going to go one way or the other. It was worth a shot.
I don't want to be giving them any wrong impressions. This is from a great deal of study and working with the blessings that man has left behind for us that I have done this.
Can you share your blessings with some of ours? We have several artisans upon us who have taken the holy relics of man that were found in the tower to defend us.
This tower?
Yes, there were over 10, so we have 10 who can wield the power of man through study. The apprentices, the young ones as well, who have the aptitude for casting man's spells. Just we've never seen any of healing.
Huh.
How long does it take to train up a shepherd?
Years.
Well, I
Years
imagine.
of study.
There's also the divine,
divine.
injection or whatever.
Nanomachines.
Yes,
What?
yes, Michael.
It also involves induction into the church. It's a very involved process.
Well, I'm sure some members of the church would be fascinated to make it out here. An undiscovered village of dogs since before Pugmire? Historians for sure.
Or perhaps one of those younger dogs who have the aptitude would be interested in going back with us and learning about Pugmire first.
Maybe, but I'll bet the church would like to set up a outpost out here. Do some missionary work.
Pugmire would also.
Aye. That could lead to clearing a path, safening up the roads, trade. This is fantastic. Tell me, do you have plastic or plastic deposits?
We have some plastic. We found some.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating metal. Doesn't seem to do much, but we do know that it comes from man. We have noticed some pieces on the tower are made of plastic, and we have attempted to create replacement pieces with varying levels of success.
Create a replacement? Oh, from the plastics you found.
Yes.
Would it be possible for us to go into the tower and see the work of man? To take in what they have left for you?
We could certainly do something for you. We would prefer first to feast, or to eat, as the sun has fallen, and we like to eat and revitalize ourselves, and draw strength before the Barathrags come.
Of course.
That would be wonderful. And the apothecary odds and ends that I gave you, if you'd be willing, I'd be more than happy to trade for some of that plastic in lieu of food.
Oh.
We're fairly well stocked, so.
Oh, well, if that is what you wish, we do not wish for anyone to starve, and if you are going out into the great forests, well, we want to make sure that you eat with us first as well.
Of course.
Indeed.
We do well enough with rations.
Oh.
Again, just if you have some of the plastic to spare.
Yeah, so we can send someone to find you some.
Find us some.
Well,
I mean,
in our
outside.
Well, we have some in our stocks. We were going to grab.
Ensure that you're not sending anyone into danger.
No, not
Of course not.
not on a night like this, certainly. Though it is unsafe this time of year to go out at any time. Barathrags like to hunt day or night, depending on which ones are active.
Really?
So these are large creatures with black fur.
Oh, you saw one at night.
Do they change in the day?
Aye. The ones in the summer and spring, who are active during the day, have brown fur with stripes of green in them. And during the winter months, they are white with stripes of gray and brown.
Well, that's
And at
right.
night,
unsettling.
they're always black, sometimes with highlights of white dots.
Camouflage. Lovely.
So, they all gather you around as the dog who you initially spoke to is known as Daryl. They don't have last names here.
Daryl the dog.
As he comes in, as you see the very large, or you see his table with his family, as he comes, he goes, "We have guests. Dogs from the outside.
Well met.
This is Kimberly, my wife.
And
A
our
cat?
friend cat.
A cat who... yes. It turns out that the cats are not extinct as we thought.
We are very much alive.
Good. Very good.
Some say they even have 9 lives.
We do indeed.
Well, it's still a shame about the rats and their extinction. But as we continue,
They're also still alive.
by the grace of man,
Aye.
Alright.
many
Dogs.
revelations this day.
Indeed.
But, and these are our children, Jason and Jeanette.
Greetings.
Please have a sit. Or have a seat.
We are...
As he holds out his hands, and you see them, the wife and the children start collecting, as you see them waitingly take yours. We thank man for the bounty of his world and the protection he gives. May man bless these great travelers, and we thank him for sending us one so blessed in his powers. Thank you for sending us Sheen the shepherd. Blessings of man upon all of us.
Amen.
As you start eating, as you hear something outside rustling, goes, children, you will go straight to bed.
That's,
Once dinner is done.
that force shield is... That thing, that aura is impenetrable, right?
Nothing has penetrated it so far.
Huh. You seem nervous about the kids.
They could leave.
Ah, I see. Still at that age, eh?
Yes.
Well, didn't you mention earlier that the creatures who come by try to tempt the young ones and those unaware away?
Yes.
So,
Interesting. How do they do that?
They speak.
That's it?
How good are you at convincing people to do something?
Well, that's disconcerting.
Hmm.
You don't have any problems with bandits around here, do you? Other dogs?
No.
Huh.
The only bandits we've seen are from the Badgers.
Ah.
Fierce raiders. Though, blessed be, we try and help some on occasion who have been injured. They can be reasoned with, at least, unlike some of the monsters of the forest.
So the Bearathrags can't be, even though they speak?
They seem to only speak to get people to fall under their sinister intent.
Fascinating.
what happens to the dogs who go with them?
They are typically eaten.
Ugh.
Not sure what I was expecting, but
Turned into Bearathrags?
I guess.
Hmm.
Sacrificed, perhaps?
I would be curious. Might still post up a watch. See what I hear.
Oh, you'll likely see them. They don't try and hide themselves too much. Though if we attack with weapons, they will flee back into the forest. Obviously.
So as you've seen on our map, we showed you where we came from, where you can find Pugmire if you so desire.
Yes.
Learn the secrets of the Church of Man. We've also shown you where we're headed.
Yes, well, no scout has ever gone that far, so we cannot say if you will find anything there.
Oh, we will. Just wondering what we're gonna run into along the way.
As I said here, as he's pointing around a little south of the city on your map, and actually a little further west, that was where the giant ant colony was found, roughly.
Let's try to avoid them, eh?
Ah, yes. So, as a warning to you.
Much obliged.
Oh, we know as he points further out east that there's another village here that we occasionally send some to, but they don't have the Tower of Man.
How do they survive?
We're not sure. They usually come this way.
Interesting. And where did you find the bits of plastic that you have around here?
Some out there. We've done some digging here. When we did some initial digging, we found some scraps of the divine metal.
Ah, alright.
As you hear from outside, we can tell you about the unseen. They're coming for you. As you hear another one like bubbling up in the background. We're the only protection you can have.
Are those Betathrags?
That they are.
They've never dealt with city dogs, have they?
They may have. We don't know.
Like to take one of their pelts back to the Royal Society. Might even make a good cloak.
Be warned, they do come in numbers.
Well, so do we. Are we finished, eating and whatnot?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna walk out there and...
As you see it, it's got extremely long arms with bare paws at the end with opposable thumbs. Its body is long and skinny, filled with, covered in black hair with glistening shimmers of white. Its eyes burn red with a bear-like head. Its legs are long, or a little shorter, but they have closer to like chimpanzee feet, but with bear claws at the end. And dangling behind them is a rat-like, prehensile, opossum-like tail.
Well, they're ugly.
You see 4 of them, and you see in the background several pairs of glowing crimson eyes.
You are impressive.
Thank you. So are you. Where do you come from? We've never smelled you before. As you hear another one, never smelled before. Bit of the marsh about him.
Oh, here and there, around and about. I travel a lot.
As you just hear several around.
Oh, you said something about plastic, eh?
We didn't, but we know where plastic is. Is that what you seek? There's some over here. Just follow the voices.
I seek quite a few things. What about the unseen?
Oh, terrible things. Not even a Barathrag will deal with them.
Really?
Hideous creatures. It's a shame what happens when man falls.
That was a while ago.
Oh, so long. No. Talking about their souls. Unseen or just man. Exacting revenge on you. Revenge on those who couldn't save them.
Revenge? For what?
Tasked with saving them. Dogs failed. But don't worry. This false paradise that man gives you with their protective light can't keep you safe. No, will fail one day. Come to the Barathrags. We will accept you with open arms.
How did they fall? And how do you know of this?
Barathrags were there. Everyone knows. Spoken between the races.
Really? Where did you come from? Don't look like any animal I've ever seen.
Barathrags have always been there forever. Yes, walked with man, spoke with man.
Fascinating. Tell me, what would it take to get safe passage? Not get molested by any of your compatriots?
Oh, we won't attack ever. No attacking. Of course not.
Good, because it won't go well for you if you do. Just letting you know.
Powerful dogs wouldn't dream of it. So you hear it as you see them going. As you see some just moving around as he swings his arm and launches himself to another tree, launching himself a good 20 to 30 feet in a single bound before catching a tree and scraping along with his long claws.
Interesting. I'll bet the church would be keen to know some of that.
Assuming
The
it's
church.
true.
Lies.
Oh, the church. Wear a special hat.
Don't you research, man? Study 'em?
Yeah.
Relics are one thing, but no, they seem like they know things, and I'm not sure why. Anyways, still have to get me one of their cloaks.
You trust them, but not Willard.
I happen to agree.
Didn't say I trusted them. Just said they know things.
Can prevent your extinction as you hear one, like the cats.
I'll step out into the light.
Little mutant. As you just hear laughter all around.
Mind catching one of them, though.
Cats
As
are...
Willard goes, I wonder, what manner of creature is this? And I wonder why we've never heard of them before.
Probably just native to the forest.
We can show you around the forest. We know all the safe paths. For
There.
some reason, I do not believe them.
I think Willard is right.
You don't have to trust anyone in order to learn from them, though.
I suppose that's true.
You have to trust that the information's true. I mean, we know the cats definitely aren't extinct.
I know for a
And
fact...
bats as well, which seems to be a pervading belief around here.
So the Berathags are just as isolated. Probably a good thing, too.
Alright. As they go, they keep talking, they're chattering. Yes. All the cats extinct except for the ones in the west.
Uh-oh. Think they know about ya.
I would hope so.
Or the ones in the east, the eastern villages.
Y'all don't make it out much, do you?
Everywhere. We like the forest. It is our home.
Right. Well, that's good, because, yeah, a couple villages scattered here and there.
You see
That's
like
about
3
all
or
that's
4 in
left.
the distance, like over the trees, bouncing around as it continues to talk.
Well, it was a pleasure, but I think I'm going to turn in for the night.
Sleep well. Don't let the unseen get to you. They're trapped in that bubble with you.
Ha! Right. We'll keep an eye out.
Don't let them poison you.
Don't get me wrong. I was half expecting this creepy little village in the middle of nowhere to be kind of, I don't know.
Creepy.
Terrifying? Yeah. Weird. Culty. Whatever. But I think in this case they're probably just messing with us. Still.
Did you want to see the tower?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
We wanted to go after we ate. As I said, food fortifies the soul against
Indeed.
them. As you hear someone walking by to their houses, you hear in the distance one of the Barathrags going, "We've seen your mother. She's still out here with us."
Ooh.
So, you get to the towers, they go, "Are you ready?" It's amazing. Watch. As they push the door open, and you notice several miniature suns ignite and illuminate the entire area.
Astounding.
That's amazing.
As you see kind of a storm captured in glass, creating some sort of ethereal gas that launches up towards the top of the tower.
I should have been an artisan.
No one knows how it is made, but it works.
Indeed.
As you see miniature explosions of light of red, yellow, and green along steel panels.
This is beautiful.
It is a wonder, the great gifts of man, that they have captured the elements, they've shown Dog how to capture the elements that they themselves created.
So do you have to refill this, charge it, maintain it, or it just works?
We notice during the day that these panels start to light up, and they claim recharging.
Ah, interesting.
We are able to conserve things. The shield does go down occasionally after days without the sun.
Without the sun?
Yes.
Maybe it uses the heat?
That is what we think.
Okay.
Or that through the sun all things grow. It is the sun is life for plants, and perhaps it is the nutrition of the sun that gives strength to the souls of men that create the great shimmer that protects Barkington.
Wait, you think those are souls in there?
It's the souls of man, yes. They protect us. That is why we said every dog here is personally protected by a soul of man.
Oh,
They watch over us, and why we all have a personal relationship with man themselves.
didn't realize you were being quite so literal about it.
Of course.
This place just got a bit more eerie. But thank you for showing us.
Of course. Oh, by the way, as he hands you this scrunched up piece of plastic, looks like it was a cylinder that had a smaller top with a screw on it crushed in like so.
Oh. Why, thank you.
Of course.
It's a lot of plastic, right?
Yeah, it's probably the equivalent of 2 coins, full coins.
Oh, 2 full coins, okay. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. We
Yes,
will
of course.
keep this and treasure it.
Yes, the divine metal is interesting to say the least. Clearly man forged it in here for some purpose, but none of the pieces of plastic we find match any of the plastic pieces in here.
Well,
It makes me wonder what other wonders man created that collapsed and grace the lands around us.
that's what we're trying to find out.
Of course, of course,
I'm gonna turn in. Got a long ways ahead of us yet.
of course. May your journeys be safe. But please, we have a barn that you can all stay in.
Oh, marvelous.
Thank you.
So what do you think? Do we want to post a watch in case they do turn out to be, a bunch of raving lunatics?
I'm not concerned about it.
Alright.
I think we'll be fine. It'll be nice to get a good night's sleep before we travel further.
Better make sure the ground's not vibrating.
That too.
Indeed.
I imagine the shield will block worms.
Maybe
If
take
it
under
penetrates underground,
I guess we'll find out.
guess we will.
I bet this barn has a loft.
Good thinking. So, up in the hayloft.
So, you all kind of fall asleep as you hear a rooster cawing in the morning. As your Daryl shows up and goes, "Would you break fast with us?"
Love to.
Sure.
As you all sit down, it's some eggs, as well as some oats and things like that. As he once again holds out his hands and gives the same sort of prayer to man and their protective souls. We will bring down, of course, the great shimmer so that your friend can leave.
I appreciate that.
Much obliged.
The shimmer keeps things in, which is good, so that our barn animals can never escape into the outside world.
Could I make one more request of you?
Oh, what is it?
Don't know how difficult it is to make for you, but your bark clothing is fascinating.
Oh,
If I had a sample. Love
we
it.
can try and get you something. Will you be passing through here soon?
Well, probably on our way back, yes.
Oh, we'll get some samples and we'll make you some.
Excellent, thank you. We'll try to skate up something to trade for it on the way.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Of course.
It was a pleasure. Thank you all for gracing us with your presence. And to you, great noble shepherd, thank you again for the healing that you gave one of our own.
It's no problem.
And with that, may the blessings of man come to you, and may the divine souls of man, that were given to each of you at birth, guide you in your journey.
Amen.
As you get to the northeastern corner of the village, they get ready as you see one place their hand on a piece of blackened glass that glows to their paw as we see the shimmer rise up
That is incredible.
We also should get through pretty quick.
Yeah.
We leave.
As you do, they place their hand again, and you see the shimmer come down.
Onward.
So, moving onward. The forest seems quiet as you notice that the evergreens are starting to become more prevalent, but you see some of the deciduous trees around here. You hear the cawing of birds and kind of a silence in the area. With various, you do see some deer hopping by. As the forest is, in some ways, very beautiful, but the thick trees and the barely any light coming through is a bit disconcerting in many ways. Remember, not every encounter is meant to be won on a random encounter table. As you get...
You remember the TPK? We remember.
we... Fair.
Are you implying we should consider advancing to the rear?
As you get in, you see the deciduous trees have kind of started to taper off and end. As you enter nothing but evergreens, you hear it before you see anything. As you hear this crashing through the forest, as you hear a, "I want to go north, and I want to go south." The voice is deep and booming.
What in the world?
We're taking cover.
Okay, hang on. I need to do a perception check for the thing because of his what in the world.
I would like to climb a tree.
You don't want to climb a tree.
I would like to do this. You absolutely don't want to do
I'd like
that.
to climb a dog.
And because it was just normal audible, it's a difficulty 15 for this bad boy. Okay. No, not south. North! What if we compromise? What is a compromise between north and south? East or west? Then I wish to go east. I want to go west. So I will need stealth checks.
Are we...
You do have the advantage on yourself. Huh?
We're both wearing full plate armor.
Oh, are you? I think you get the disadvantage for that, right? For heavy armor?
I don't think it's the disadvantage. I do think it's just a straight minus.
Is it? Okay. Double check real quick.
Well, it's a 0 dexterity mod, for sure.
Well, no, I think that's just for defense. But let me check real quick. We've got the book right here. Okay, dexterity checks are at the disadvantage, except for attack rolls.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So then just
Roll
normal
twice.
roll. No. Advantage and disadvantage cancel.
So it's just, So you have the advantage.
Okay.
So I have the advantage, and it's just a dex.
It is just the dex. What was your question, Christine?
Oh
Unless
no, I
she
got an
sneaks.
18.
Oh, okay.
And she sneaks well.
I would hope so.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I only got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 13.
18.
Okay. So, how much? 18? As you just hear, what was that? Something's trying to get past us. You may make one more stealth check now.
Alright.
All of us?
Just these two.
That's a 13 again.
No, that's another 8.
Okay.
We both rolled the same thing twice.
As you see this massive, maybe 12, 15 foot tall creature with a slinging kind of coat crafted of maybe the pelts of several bears and other creatures of the forest. In one arm, it's holding a giant club made of bone. And one head is that of a cat, and the other one is of a dog.
Willard, I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
As Willard is still hiding him. Your lack of dexterity is your own fault. Do not drag me with you. As he starts.
Honestly, I don't even blame him.
As the thing goes. What do we have here? Smells like one of yours.
Greetings! I don't suppose we can talk about this, can we?
Not at all.
Didn't think so.
Alright, now I want you guys to do dex checks, regular dex checks now, as you're going to try and dodge through the trees because he's too big to fit through some of them.
Ooh.
You just need a 10.
I got a 17.
Hey, I got an 11.
Alright, you guys don't have to worry about it because you're
I got an
stealth.
11. Oh.
As they move around, as he hits the trees, as it goes, move around, get to him. I will need one more check from you guys to effectively get away.
16.
19.
Alright. So you get away as you hear in the distance the as you're sneaking, you hear Willard going, "By men, good job."
I mean, half of me wanted to try my metal, but that was a big club.
Oof.
Can't
Oh, I
fight
know.
every
I wasn't gonna do it alone.
Oh,
Like,
no,
the fact that they snuck off and then he ran off, it's
I
yeah,
get
I'm not
it.
trying this alone.
Oh no, I got you.
Still,
Whoo.
not my general preference to run from a fight.
As Willard goes, "I guess they have the head of a dog and a cat. I thought it was a bear. My mistake."
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but we did find a creature with the head of a bear.
You are quite correct, sir.
Oof.
Oh.
I wouldn't want to see a combination of those, that's for sure.
No, not at all. Whew. Anyway, and it's getting very dark very quickly. The sun is clearly setting, but it's very difficult to tell given the...
We're not doing a fire tonight.
I think that is for the best.
Just gotta find a clear spot to make camp.
Probably also want to do guard shifts in pairs.
Ah.
There's all around.
That'll make sleeping difficult.
We can still do it.
If you want somebody to stay up with you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I just need somebody to hold my paw, of course. But also, it's hard to watch below and the trees from every direction.
Easier than with a fire.
Something still might sneak up on us, though, given how camouflaged they are.
Fire
Why
will
we have
draw attention.
ears.
I'm not disputing the fire. I'm just thinking we should split the area that we need to watch for.
No, I'm fine.
But then we've only got 2 pairs. I mean, unless somebody decides to go without sleep.
I think 2 pairs would be fine for now until we figure out a better system.
Sounds good. I'll get my sleep then.
Or we can just have a triad.
Also possible.
Still gonna be tired in the morning, that's for sure.
By the grace of man. As he digs up a little bit, puts his sleeping roll in it, and you see him like move some leaves and things over his bedroll. And Willard curls up, only revealing a bit of the head, so that the rest kind of blends in to the pine needles and things like that in the area.
That's a good idea.
Of course, I am not called Willard the Wise for nothing.
I'm beginning to see that. So we standing watch in pairs or doing normal shifts?
Let's do the watch in pairs.
Okay.
So, who's the first pair?
I'll go
I'll
first.
take first.
Alright, so Vesper and Bernard take the first watch. I saw that.
It's a 7, not a 1.
Oh, okay. It looked like a 1 from
No,
here.
it's a 7.
Okay.
So, it's technically a 9.
11.
Okay. Guys don't seem to see anything.
No worms. Hello.
Well, they rolled a 9 and an 11.
So, with you guys continue on with your rest, or your watch, there doesn't seem to be anything, though it's hard to see given... Actually, roll with the disadvantage, too, because no fire.
I can't.
4.
Woo!
An 8, so 10.
Okay. So,
Nothing.
nothing. Alright, so,
Okay,
After your
do I
watch-
still get disadvantage? Cats have better night vision.
yes. You two get roused. So, yep, disadvantage, so roll it twice and take the lower of the 2.
And it's a wisdom thing?
Yep.
Oh, wait, I have noticed, so it's
9.
21.
And that was the lower of the 2?
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
17.
17, okay.
Yeah.
So
I think I hear something.
you do hear rustling in the trees up above, but they don't seem to be coming at you. They seem to be swinging over. They don't notice you.
Ooh, that's a relief.
As the sun starts to rise, you see one of the Barathrags there, looking down at you, licking its lips, going,
Try me. I dare you.
You must be tenderized first. The forest will do its job. As you see the light touch it, you see its fur shifting from black to brown with highlights of green as it starts to blend in with the trees around it before it starts swinging off. And it almost vanishes immediately as its outline is broken up.
You see that? They're cowards. They'd rather other beasties take care of us first. I don't think we'll have to worry too much about these guys.
Hopefully.
Makes catching one a shame, but
With that, I will need a survival check to try and set up your bearings in terms of tracking. I think Michael gets the better roll.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
oh, we can't tell which direction the sun is rising.
you can
in?
kind of get that, but it's hard because the trees, like I said, and now you're in nothing but evergreens, so it's even harder.
Do you want me to make it? Or
I do it in secret.
Okay.
Because then I get to get a potentially random direction if you fail.
Alright. +5.
Okay.
We can't tell on the basis of the direction of Willard's hole.
His hole.
Yeah, Willard dug down.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be pointing the same direction that it was when he dug it
Yeah.
the next morning.
But what direction is that?
I don't know, we should pay attention to these things next time.
And it's still, it could still be you going the right direction, but you could turn inadvertently since, people
Yeah.
people when they don't
Random
have directions,
walks.
they'll actually, they'll walk a spiral,
Mm-hmm.
as it turns out. But
Random walks.
Yeah. So, you continue on through the deep parts of the forest. You do hear something, a scuffling of some kind. As the earth the area kind of patches out a bit. It's not as densely packed in terms of trees. As you see, there are several stumps that seem to have been cut somehow. You notice that they've been compressed and broken like so. So from the outside going in, it was compressed and cut.
Those look like giant pincers to you.
A little.
Thought the giant ants were supposed to be south of our route.
And to the northeast.
Great.
Well, this should be fun.
Where's a giant spider when you need it?
Don't joke.
Well, spiders ate ants.
So,
Most spiders avoid ants.
as you see 4 ants about 4 feet long,
Oh, blast.
as you hear them, as they look at you. So, I will need initiative rolls, please.
We could catch one and ride it.
Yeah. Well, there's 4 of them. There's 4 of us.
Technically, there's 5.
Hey.
Technically. Oh,
Technically, there's 6 of us.
technically there's 6 of us, but
Well, fair.
we're gonna ride ants.
Oh, yay.
I'm sure we could double up.
Come on, Anthony. Go.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so, Thomas, what'd you get?
21.
Okay, Sheen, 21.
19.
Okay, way better than last time.
9.
Tagbard. What's your dexterity modifier?
0.
Okay,
20.
so, Sheen,
Crap.
what are you doing?
They did say the ants were to the south and east, right?
Huh?
Like they
Yeah.
said, yeah. Okay.
To the north, yeah.
Okay, so would it be best to attack?
I mean, do they look like are they pointing towards us or away from us?
Use fire.
Oh god, yes.
If they aren't running
Fire.
away, kill them.
I will just cast a guiding bolt again, the one that was ranged.
She gets it.
What's that? Does the 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Okay.
Nice.
5 6. 12 damage.
12 damage. Alright. Hits the ant, blasts on the chitin as the thing just chirping, biting. You notice from its abdomen, I think, right? Yeah.
Thorax.
Or, as you see it swing back and forth, you notice a sting coming out.
Okay.
Vesper?
What kind of roll do I need to make to ride an ant?
You would have to do a grapple check first. Succeed on that.
So, would that be agility?
Yes. Or a dex, so. Well, no. A grapple is just a strength-based attack roll.
And then handle animal, I assume, right?
Handle animal only covers domesticated animals.
Or
No, I'll just stab one of the ants for now.
Okay.
We'll get one ant. We'll get one ant left, and then I'll ride him.
ooh.
Oh, that's definitely a 1, not a 7.
Alright, roll again. Let me know if it's less than a 10.
It's not. It's a 17.
Okay. So you just miss wildly and hilariously if it wasn't such a dire situation.
Still probably pretty funny.
I was really trying to get close enough to jump on their backs, and I fall on my ass instead.
And then get stung.
Maybe. We'll see.
Stinging ants? I thought they only bit.
No, they're stinging ants too.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of insects don't hunt ants.
Alright. Bernard?
I'm gonna shoot the one he shot.
Alright.
Please say it dies.
No, it doesn't. It didn't make it into the thing.
So that ant is coming for you. It is biting.
Okay. 14.
Yes. It misses. One's coming for you, Bernard.
Yeah.
As it scuttles up. I'm gonna guess a 23 hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 7 damage.
Alright.
And yeah. And then I need to find the status real quick because it now can hit you with the immobile condition with its bite. Okay, so it's basically grappling you with its pincers. You can break out with a strength check. All attack rolls against you have the advantage. Your attack rolls are at the disadvantage. You also have the disadvantage on dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
And that was the other ant. So now it is Willard, who is going to throw one of his daggers at the ant on the shepherd. That missed wildly. Or we'll say he throws, he thought it got a good, but it hit a few twigs on the way and it flipped and it hit him with the pommel and did nothing.
Tink.
Tagbard.
Alright, I'm going to run up and swing on the ant that's got
Bernard
immobilized.
Okay.
Okay. No.
No.
Well, 10?
No.
Damn.
Another ant's jumping on you. 21. Oof. That is a plus. So, 11.
Oof.
Max damage as it bites and it immobilizes you as it's grappling you with as its legs kind of crawl up as it's pincering you. And finally, the last ant jumping on Vesper there.
So there's no initial save against the immobilize?
No, it just says it gets an immobilize. Yeah, if it does any, it says grab. To use this ability, the ant must do damage with its bite attack. A giant ant may choose to inflict the immobile condition at the time it hits with a bite. That misses, unless an 11 hits.
It does not.
Alright. Sheen?
Well, crap.
Oh, hey, would you look at that?
At least you have more spells per day now.
There's
You
a
know.
calculator too that's got fighting ants. So,
Could I see them?
Pugmire book? Okay.
Wait, you don't have... What's up with the spells per day?
He gets more because he leveled up.
Yeah, but I don't have all the spells memorized.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry, I think I will just cast Sacred Flame
Okay. On which one?
on the one that I already hit.
Okay.
So that is what is that? Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Difficulty 13.
Okay. It fails. In fact, give me a sec. Double that damage.
Okay. Nice. So that's 7 and 8 damage.
And with that ant bursts in a disgusting explosion of ichor and chitin that also is glowing.
It's
Slightly.
a fire ant. No.
Gross.
Alright, Vesper.
Gonna try to stab that ant again.
Alright.
That is, will a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Alright. And that's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and stab him again.
Okay.
And that is a 17.
That-
Definitely hits, I'm hopeful. And 7 points of damage.
Cool. That ant is still up, but Bernard?
I'm going to try and get up.
Alright.
Does a 12?
I'm rolling against the ants, so it does not. I got a 13.
Okay, so it's a straight up opposed check?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that was the one. Yeah, that's the one that's on you. So it's gonna take its stinger and try and sting you.
Alright.
What's your armor class?
15.
Does hit. You take 4 points of piercing and 1 point of acid, so 5 damage.
Alright.
Willard is gonna throw another one of his daggers at the one that's on you. That hurt. And he does 3 damage to it. Actually, he does more because it's a sneak attack. So 3. So not quite. The ants on you is looking pretty beat up though.
Alright.
Tagbard.
Also gonna try to mobilize myself. Be a
8.
20.
You broke out.
Do I get another action?
You can use your bonus action to strike, yes.
Nice. It's a 16.
That hits.
Nice. And 5.
Excellent. It kind of moves back and it launches at you to bite. That's a 17.
That it's.
Alright. That's 7 damage.
Ah, crap. Not dead yet.
And the one on...
Does it immobilize me again?
It does.
Ah, great.
And Vesper, one on you.
Oh, yes.
This does a 17. Hit.
Yes.
Okay. 8 damage. And it immobilizes you.
Okay.
Sheen?
Well, crap. How you feeling?
I am not feeling or looking good at all.
Okay.
My armor's kind of crushed up around. I'm definitely bleeding.
Okay.
I've taken 18 points of damage, so.
Okay. Would you survive another hit?
No.
Doubtful. Given the kind of damage it's been doing. But don't forget, I can give you back spell slots, too.
Okay, well.
Are you extorting spell slots from a shepherd?
No, I'm saying it's more useful. Like,
Yes.
I can regenerate a certain number of hit points for him, or I can regenerate a certain number of spell slots for him, each of which can then regenerate hit points for other people. It's more efficient for me to give him spell slots.
Sounds like extorting spell slots.
Anyway.
Anyway, I guess I will go and just cast Cure Wounds on Tagbard.
Thank you.
Close to him. I don't know. I think you
No,
were doing
I'm
a little
fine.
better.
I'm fine.
I get another hit or 2 in me.
You got another? Okay.
I just have to give him
Okay.
a hard
So
time.
what's Sheen doing?
Healing him for 10 points.
Nice. Look at that.
Ah,
Alright.
thank you.
Vesper.
I'm gonna try to wrestle an ant.
Alright, you wrestle that ant.
And it's just a
Strength.
opposed strength.
Yeah, strength oppose.
19 without my +3 bonus.
Okay, so you succeeded.
You're
And then I'm
stronger
gonna
than I
stab
am.
him as my bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, she took the punch him.
The cat's stronger than me.
I get 23.
23 damage?
23
Oh,
to hit.
okay, I was like, what?
Yes, 23 damage. We will go with. How about 8 points of damage?
Okay.
It's exactly my thought. That ant's still up.
Yeah. All right. Bernard?
Alright.
Okay,
Try and break out of this ant's grip.
I want to ride it in battle.
I feel other things are going to take precedent.
15.
over that. That hits. Or that.
Okay.
Or let me roll real quick. That succeeds.
Alright, and then I will hit it with my rapier. I assume a 22 hits.
A 22 does hit.
Rapier D6?
Let me check the 1d8.
Okay.
Nice.
10 points of damage.
That ant is dead. As you stab it, you see the kind of green ichor spilling out as it slides off the rapier, as you see its sting going crazy and then dead. So we'll just cut him out of the initiative.
How many ants are left?
2. As the one that's on Tagbard, Willard goes, yeah. That hits.
The ant, not Tagbard, right?
I sure hope so.
Dang. Good on him. That's 9 plus
That ant might be dead.
2 is 11. It is still up.
Jeez Louise.
They are CR2 monsters.
Okay.
So he did 11 damage.
Yeah.
As the knife catches the ant, as you see that. Tagbard.
Good shot. That's a 17 to break loose.
Let me roll. That succeeds.
Nice. And... Oh, nice. 21 to hit.
Nice, that definitely hits.
Come on. Cash money. God damn. 4 points.
That is just enough to kill it.
Yes! Ah!
Take it down, slamming it, and you take your greatsword and you just crack it in half. As it almost like cracks like an egg as it's...
Take that! Oversized pest.
Alright. So now the ant on Vesper goes in for a bite. That misses. Or 12.
Misses.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
the only one left alive, right?
Yes. Sheen?
Don't touch him. I'm gonna stab him.
Thought you were going to try to ride him.
After I try to ride him. Yes.
Sheen, control your own character. Just do whatever you want.
So what did you say the grapple was? It was a strength?
Yeah, it's a strength.
Okay, I'm gonna grapple it.
Okay.
With a whole 1.
No.
Natural 1.
No. You kind of try, like you're grabbing at his leg and it's just kicking you off like it's nothing. So you like grab its leg and it just kicks you and you roll backwards slightly.
I'm gonna try to grapple it.
All right, try and grapple it.
Lunatics.
I had a 14.
Okay, that succeeds on the grapple.
I'm gonna ride it. I want to get on its back and then I'm gonna stab it.
Well,
Maybe.
you're gonna have to
I know.
wait till next time.
I know. But I'm gonna jump on its back.
Bernard.
Gonna watch the show.
All right.
I'm
Willard's
traveling.
just like, okay, and he goes over to one of the dead ones and pulls out his dagger, Tagbard.
I'm traveling with lunatics. I'm gonna watch this cat flail
Okay.
around on the back of this ant.
All right, so now it's a opposed strength check.
Stop, Garrus. 17.
That is a 21. And it uses its bonus action to bite you.
It's okay. YOLO.
Does a
Yolm.
16 hit.
It does.
Okay. But it can't use its bonus action to immobilize you.
Yeah.
So you're just taking damage. Hooray.
I think in your case it's yolmed.
Hooray for God.
Oh, wow.
8 damage.
Okay, that one hurt a little bit.
Just let us know when you need some help.
Gonna get back on.
Read that and then hand it to Michael. Alright, so, Sheen, what are you doing?
Grapple it. Do it.
I'm gonna class, what is that, bless on you 3. There, you get a D4.
Nice.
Alright, Vesper.
Jumping back on.
Ooh.
That would be a 22.
So you succeeded on grappling the ant.
Gonna try to direct it to move forward. See if I can't, like, nudge it.
No, because you're grappling it. You haven't gotten on its back
Then
again
I'm
because
gonna get on its
it
back,
broke.
okay.
It broke the grapple. Remember?
Yeah, so then I'm gonna get on its back with my bonus deck.
All right,
Whatever, guys. This is my new mount, okay?
Bernard.
I'm still just. I
Alright.
told Vesper, ask for help when she
All
needs
right,
it.
Willard's gonna do the same. Tagbard.
Yeehaw.
Tagbard.
You want to get on?
Sure, I'll jump on the back of the
All right, that's an
leading
acrobatics.
thing. Acrobatics.
Probably dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity.
Ooh, that's a 7.
No, you do not. As it's wiggling away from you.
You jump-
It's
you
gonna
jump
try
right
and break
over.
your grapple.
Okay. Do I still get the...
No, because that was only on your attack roll.
Okay.
That is a 17 before the +3.
I get a natural 20.
All right, so you succeeded on holding the grapple.
Oh, yes.
You're bull riding.
I'm
this
waiting
out.
for your agility check
I
to
get
fail.
bonuses on all of my agility attacks. Everything is halved.
Uh-huh. Which one?
It's one of my house things.
Is it? Okay.
House Wrex.
Alright.
Gonna ride this fucking ant into battle.
House wrecked.
Alright, so make your agility check.
Can you imagine how much more plastic we could carry if we had the ant?
The ant's not going to keep letting her ride it, like,
Oh, that's not going anywhere fast still, though.
huh?
5.
Okay, yeah.
Even with my bonuses.
It bucked you off.
I'll stab it with my bonus action.
Yeah, I think what we'd need is to
You're at
find.
the disadvantage because you got bucked off.
So, roll twice.
Yeah, lower to 2.
That was a 12. That was an 11, so that would be 16.
That does hit. What was that?
I was gonna say, I think what we'd have to do is find the queen and like kill it and cover ourselves in its pheromones, and
10
then we
points.
might be able to
10 points. It's
have an
still
early
up.
advance.
Okay, guys, now I might need a little help. Just did 10 more points damage, and it's still fucking there.
Bernard?
I shoot it. Just lay down. Oh no, no. Too lazy. that was a 1.
That was 1. Nice.
4.
So, alright, roll again on an attack against her AC.
No, I don't hit it.
Okay, so an arrow would just go flying past that
What?
Vesper's head.
What is wrong with you?
Thought you had it under control.
So you shot at me?
No, I just wasn't prepared to take a serious shot.
You could have hit me or Andy. My
Andy
aunt.
now?
Willard's going, I suppose if I must. Throws a dagger and misses. Tagbard.
I guess I'll charge at it and chop it in half. 15.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
It is dead.
Yes!
The ant dies.
Andy, you had such a brief and wondrous life.
Okay. So, I think we will call it there.
We gotta look up the rules for taming wild creatures, by which I mean I would
It's
like an ant
an
mount.
insect.
So?
It's
There's a
probably
whole
a
movie
mutant
about
insect.
this!
Anyway.
It's called Ant-Man. I think there's actually 2. The second one I haven't seen, because I think it's really bad.
And you know they're
Anyway.
using
Thank you to everyone who listened. Like and subscribe if you're listening to this on YouTube, since Christ, you listen for however long this episode ends up being. Also, if you haven't, check out the White Wolf and Onyx Path media group on Facebook, where you can find other actual plays in the same vein as this one. Thank you. Bye.